Am I in the air?
Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA. I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It's season 29, episode 5, and tonight's show is titled Mastermind. We're going to be breaking down the news from September the 26th through today, October the 1st. Can you believe it? It is October. That is crazy, but happy October, everybody. I got one movie to talk about, got a couple television shows to talk about, and then, of course, we'll get into the news of the week. So let's start off with our first non-spoiler movie review, and this one here is for the new film Wolves. Man, I've been so excited for this movie ever since I saw the trailer. I love George Clooney, love Brad Pitt, love them together, especially like the Oceans movies. They work so well together. And so when I saw they were doing a movie like this, directed and written by John Watts, who did such an incredible job with the 3 Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, I was super, super excited. This one here is about a fixer, basically. If you ever saw Ray Donovan, that's what he was, man. He was a fixer. So you got George Clooney, he's a fixer, and he's hired to cover up a high-profile I'm getting all tongue twisted already. Hired to cover up a high-profile crime, and then he finds his night spiraling out of control when he's forced to work with another unexpected counterpart, another fixer, of course, Brad Pitt. So yeah, there's a crime right in the beginning. You've seen it in the trailer. She calls the fixer. George Clooney shows up. And then there's a knock on the door. Another fixer shows up. It's Brad Pitt. Oh man, what's up? What's going on? I work alone. No, we're going to be partners. No, we're not. And then trying to figure out what's up, get rid of this body. But the twist is the body, man, he's not dead. And there was this big drug deal, and everything goes off the rails from there. That's where we'll leave it. This is all stuff that's in the trailer. I'm not spoiling anything. What I'll say about this here is I'm kind of bummed that it didn't stay theatrical. This movie was supposed to be theatrical for a couple weeks, and then it was going to go to Apple TV Plus because this is an Apple original film. And then about a month ago, they said, "Oh, it's only going to be in limited release for a week, and then it'll go to Apple TV Plus." Well, that theatrical release just flew away. It went bye-bye. I didn't see it playing at any movie theaters, and it went straight to Apple TV Plus. But supposedly that wasn't a bad thing. Everybody at Apple very happy with this movie. Supposedly they've already greenlit a sequel, and they're going to bring everybody back, so they're happy with this thing. But they wanted it to be streaming, I guess, to try to drive subscriptions to Apple TV Plus, which, by the way, I will promote Apple TV Plus right here, right now. And I always do, and I always tell y'all that Apple TV Plus is one of the best streamers out there. They provide a lot of quality. So if there is a streamer you should subscribe to, it definitely should be Apple TV Plus. And then they drop pretty cool movies like this. Here's my take overall. I liked it. I didn't love it. So that's become my new theme here, man. Um, it's true though. I think if it wasn't George Clooney and it wasn't Brad Pitt, I probably wouldn't like this movie very much. It really is the two of them and their chemistry together and their quippiness and their disdain, but then their likeness. Like, it makes this movie work when it kind of doesn't. But overall, it has some really cool, fun times. It's got some decent action. It's cool to see George Clooney back in a movie like this because he usually strays from these kind of films lately. And I liked seeing him just have fun and be a badass dude. And Brad Pitt is super smooth and awesome in this role as well. So overall, at the end of the day, I didn't regret watching it. I just wished it was a little bit better because I expected this movie to be really badass. When you look at the cast, when you look at the director, like, the pieces were all there to be a 4 or 5 star movie. and unfortunately, it lands at 3 stars. But that's still good. 3 out of 5. It is still a good movie. I would still recommend it, especially with it just being a streaming film. So go to your Apple TV Plus and check out Wolves. Okay, over on the TV side, there's some new shows coming out, man. I'm trying to check them all out so I can tell you what's up. And my first new show I checked out was Doctor Odyssey. This is a new one here with Joshua Jackson. Don Johnson's even in this thing. But Joshua Jackson plays a doctor. He is Max, who is the new onboard doctor for a luxury cruise ship where the small but mighty medical team navigate unique medical crisis and each other miles from shore. So, pretty straightforward premise here. Kind of your typical medical procedural kind of show, but this one takes place on a cruise ship. So, a little bit different. We're out on the ocean and things are happening. But hey, I think Joshua Jackson, man, it's cool to see his resurgence. He was so good in Dr. Death a couple years ago, and then he did Fatal Attraction last year, was really good. He did The Affair on Showtime, that was really good. So I'm glad to see him kind of getting his shine, and he's really good in this role as well too. I did enjoy this one. I've obviously only seen one episode, so who knows where the show will take us from here. But I thought the cast was really good. I thought everybody worked pretty well together, and I'm a sucker for these kind of emergency type shows, and when then they have the right kind of just premise around it. I don't like the ones inside the hospitals, but I like shows like 911 and rescue kind of shows that take you through different things with a really cool cast. And Dr. Odyssey, man, is heading that way. It worked out pretty well for me on this first episode, so I'll definitely be sticking around to see a couple more and see where the show takes us. So that's Dr. Odyssey. Big thumbs up here. This one airs on ABC, and you can also watch it on Hulu. My next show, sticking with the rescue theme, is Rescue High Surf. This one here takes place on Hawaii, and you're going to follow the dedicated, heroic, and adrenaline seeking lifeguards of the North Shore on Oahu as they save people's lives in the difficult and often threatening conditions of Hawaii's 7 Mile Miracle. So, this one here is led by Ariel Kebble. You'll probably recognize her if you see her, but she hasn't done too much as a lead. But then she had a stint on 911 a couple years ago, and they really liked her, and they moved her over to be like, "Hey, we got this other show we want you to do." And this one here, you have to think of it like a show like 911, where we're responding to emergencies, but instead of it being medical or fire department, this is them as lifeguards, basically a heightened version of Baywatch, where they are, protecting this portion of Oahu. So I like this one as well too. They dropped 2 episodes out the gate on this one, so I got a couple episodes in my belt. I like it because it's different. I like I said, I'm a sucker for these kind of rescue kind of shows, and a lot of them kind of are the same. And being that this is like a lifeguard style, like on the beaches of Hawaii, it gives it a different kind of feel. The core crew is likable enough to kind of stick around right now, so I'll continue checking this one out too, and we'll see where it goes. So that's Rescue High Surf. This one airs on Fox, and then you can see it on Hulu the next day as well. And then I checked out Grotesquerie. This is Ryan Murphy's new show that is not American Horror Story, but it kind of is. Yes, this show pretty much is a new season of American Horror Story, straight up. It's about a detective and a nun investigating a series of heinous crimes that seem personal while grappling with the personal issues and uncovering a sinister web that raises more questions than answers. 2 episodes have dropped. I've watched both. This is where I've just become a sucker for these kind of shows, because even though American Horror Story has not been very good for the last several seasons, I still subject myself to watch them every time they drop something. And that's how I kind of feel about Grotesquerie. I don't really like this one. I think it's actually kind of boring. But I continue to watch it and I continue to see where it goes because the trailer was kind of intriguing, and I just am always curious to see where Ryan Murphy is going to take a show. So even though I'm not the biggest fan of this one right now, I'm going to continue to give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. This one here is headlined by Niecy Nash. And then, of course, you got a lot of other people popping up from the other American Horror Story shows that Ryan Murphy does, including Nicholas Alexander, who, of course, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, who I'm currently still watching on the Menendez Brothers show over on Netflix that Ryan Murphy also did. He's great, man. So it's cool to see him pop up in something different. I only got one more episode left of that show, but that show is fantastic if you're looking for something cool to watch over on Netflix. But Grotesquerie, I'm kind of meh on this one here. But check it out over on Hulu on Wednesdays. And lastly, Netflix dropped the Mr. McMahon documentary. That's right, the documentary based on Vince McMahon, the former owner and CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment, the WWE. I am a massive WWE fan, so I've been very excited to watch this documentary. It is a 6-part series. I have only watched the first 4, so I still got 2 more to go. I like it. I dig it so far. My complaint is it doesn't feel like a Vince McMahon documentary. It feels like a documentary on the WWE because every episode just basically takes you through events that happened in the WWE. We're going to talk about the Monday Night Wars. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. Things that you've seen documented and talked about all the time. How did WrestleMania start? Blah, blah, blah. So it's cool. But if you're a wrestling fan, you know most of these stories already, so it's nothing really new and exciting. But there are moments in each episode that kind of shed some light or go over some things that you're like, huh, I didn't actually know that. So there are some moments, but overall, I feel like this is really aimed at non wrestling fans, really. And I just wish they would have dug in more to Vince himself, since that's what this thing was set out to be. And it just feels like more like a WWE documentary. That said, though, it is very, very good and it's done really, really well. So check it out. All episodes now streaming on Netflix. So that's what I got for you guys. Wolves over on Apple TV Plus. Check that movie out. 3 out of 5 stars. Doctor Odyssey. Check it out over on Hulu. Rescue High Surf on Hulu. Grotesquerie on Hulu, and Mr. McMahon over on Netflix. All right, let's talk box office. Coming in number 10, it's Howl's Moving Castle. Number 9, My Old Ass. Number 8, Never Let Go. Number 7, Deadpool and Wolverine. Number 6, Megalopolis. Ooh, that was a debut, guys. Megalopolis, a $120 million movie from Francis Ford Coppola, and it only debuts at number 6 with $4 million. That's right, 4. So considered one of the biggest bombs of all time. That is insane, man. But we all kind of saw it coming. Coming in at number 5 is Speak No Evil, which as of today is now available on premium VOD, so you can buy or rent it now over on your Vudu. Number 4 is Devara Part 1. Number 3, Transformers 1. And I just gotta say, guys, why are y'all not supporting Transformers 1? It's in its second week, and it took a 63% drop. That's horrible, man. It only made $9 million. This is a great movie for the kids. It's a great movie for the families. It's a great movie for everyone. This is an awesome movie, and y'all are letting it fail at the box office, and I don't understand it because I haven't seen anybody say a negative thing about this film. So spread that love, man, and get to the theater for Transformers 1. Coming in number 2, it's Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And number 1 is another debut. It is The Wild Robot, another animated film that is done better than Transformers, man. Transformers has made 39 million in 2 weeks, and The Wild Robot has made 35 in just one. So big debut there for Wild Robot, which I know the reviews are outstanding for it. I think it looks so boring. It looks so bad. So much to the point that even my daughter, who wants to go see all these animated films, was like, as soon as she saw the trailer, was like, Dad, I don't want to see that. And I was like, cool, because I don't want to take you to that. So it was a win-win for me. But a lot of people liking this one, Wild Robot, 35 mil for the number 1 debut. And that's your box office. Let's get on over to the news of the week. Let's go through some trailers and some news. Remember, everything can be seen on our X page. Go to x.com/am I on the air. You don't even need to be a subscriber to X, but bookmark that and you can see all of this stuff that I talk about. So, kicking things off, the first little teaser trailer for The Last of Us Season 2, which is going to come out in 2025. This is a great little teaser, man. It looks so good. I'm so ready. I loved The Last of Us season 1, and I cannot wait to see how they gut wrench us with season 2. Another great trailer that dropped is the Shrinking trailer. Shrinking was one of my favorite shows of last year. Maybe it was even 2 years ago, man. I don't even remember, but it was an amazing show on Apple TV Plus. So once again, plug. And season 2 drops October 16th. So we have the first teaser trailer for that, which looks awesome. I'm so excited for the show to be back. So get ready for Shrinking season 2, October 16th on Apple TV Plus. Over on Lanterns, last week we talked about Kyle Chandler becoming Hal Jordan. Well, supposedly we are narrowing it down for our Jon Stewart. That's right, DC Studios and HBO, they've been trying to negotiate down their final casting stages here for Lanterns with Rebel Ridge star Aaron Pierre and the piano lesson actor Stephen James in the mix to play the fan favorite hero Jon Stewart. I like both these guys. These are two very, very solid picks. I would go with Aaron Pierre. He is somebody that I, in my head, was like, man, this guy should be Jon Stewart for sure. And then this article came out, and I was like, see, I'm not the only one that thinks this. Nothing to take away from Stephen James. I mean, like I said, another great actor. I think he'll do a good job too if he gets it. But Aaron Pierre, that is the way to go, man. So let's move forward there. No official casting yet, but supposedly down to these two at this point. We have a new poster for Smile 2. Nobody 2 is officially wrapped filming and will hit theaters August 25th, 2025. And some sad news, Maggie Smith passed away. That's right, Dame Maggie Smith, Oscar-winning actress best known for her roles in Harry Potter and Downton Abbey. She's sadly passed away. Rest in peace. 1934 to 2024. Rest in peace to Maggie Smith. We have the first teaser trailer as well for Hysteria, which is a new show starring Bruce Campbell and Julie Bowen. This is going to be streaming on Peacock starting October 18th. So perfect timing here for Halloween season. I'm sold, man. This looks really good. I love it, man. Peacock puts out some really good shows too. So check out the trailer for Hysteria. We also have the teaser trailer for Angelina Jolie. That's Pablo Larraín's new movie Maria. This is going to hit the select theaters in November and then come later to Netflix. We have a new teaser trailer for Moana 2 featuring the sneak peek of the new song We're Back. This movie hits theaters on November 27th. And of course, we have the new poster as well, which looks pretty cool. Florence Pugh is set to star in Zoe Kazan's series adaptation of John Steinbeck's East of Eden. It'll be a Netflix series that will also star Christopher Abbott, Mike Faist, and Hoon Lee. So, congratulations there. We all love Florence Pugh here. We have the official trailer for Ballerina. I am so ready, man. From the world of John Wick, Ballerina is hitting theaters on June 6th of next year. It stars Ana de Armas, Lance Reddick, Norman Reedus, Ian McShane, and popping up in some scenes will be Keanu Reeves. That's right, this one's going to take place between John Wick 3 and John Wick 4. So just so you know, time-wise, where this movie fits in. But yeah, Ana de Armas, who I absolutely love and adore, leads this movie here, The Ballerina. And yeah, man, it's going to be cool to get another entry into the world of John Wick outside of John Wick himself. So yeah, very, very cool. All right. DC doing another villains movie. That's right. Villains are being targeted for the spotlight. Batman's Bane and the super steroid injecting antagonist and Deathstroke. That's right. Bane and Deathstroke are looking to be lassoed together for a new movie. So who knows? There's no other news or information around this, but it looks like Bane and Deathstroke getting put together for a theatrical movie. Will this take place in the DCU? Will this be an Elseworlds thing? We'll have to wait and see. But very interesting move from DC there. Kerry Washington announced that her series Unprisoned has been canceled from Hulu after 2 seasons, so will not be back for season 3. Whitney Cummings is set to host a limited time game show for Max that is all based around the show Friends. It'll be a game show, trivia show based on Friends. So that's very interesting there. Meryl Streep is set to lead a new adaptation of The Corrections over at CBS. Hilary Swank is joining Yellow Jackets for season 3. That's right. So, love Yellow Jackets. They are currently filming season 3. So, nice addition there with Hilary Swank. Micah Monroe is set to star in 20th Century Studios' remake of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Michelle Garza Cervera is going to be directing the feature that reimagines the 1992 thriller that featured Rebecca De Mornay. So, very cool, man. I always figured they would remake The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, so I like it. Congratulations to Power Book 2 Ghost. It set an all time viewer record over on Stars, which is really interesting because it's its final season and it only has one more episode left. And now it wants to break records. Oh, man. So, very, very interesting there. Wicked, the movie that comes out in November, the runtime is supposedly revealed at around 2 hours and 45 minutes. They're saying nearly as long as the entire musical, when this movie is literally a part one of two parts. So that is a hell of a runtime, my friends. So we'll see if it sticks to that, but that is the rumor right now, 245. Hellboy, the Crooked Man. A lot of people were hoping they were going to get to see this in theaters, but from the second I saw even a picture of this movie, I said, this looks like something from the DVD bin at Walmart, and I was correct because this movie is not going to get a theatrical release and will go straight to digital on October 8th. So there you go, man. In just a couple, like a week, you're going to get to see Hellboy at home where it belongs. A Rope remake is in the works. That's right. The Imitation Game director is attached to do it. So supposedly that's not confirmed, but that is a high-ranking rumor report going around right now. I don't even know the movie Rope. It's an old ass movie, and yeah, that's what they're looking to remake. The Life of Chuck with Tom Hiddleston. This is based on the Stephen King book. A lot of people were hoping this was going to get released this year. It has been acquired by Neon, and they're saying they're going to release the movie next summer, so summer of 2025 for that one. So quite a bit of ways to wait for The Life of Chuck. Idris Elba is attached to star in Things Fall Apart, which is a new TV show based from A24. We have the trailer for Elevation, which stars Anthony Mackie and Marina Baccarin as they face off against monsters. This looks pretty cool, man. This looks almost like a Quiet Place movie. They probably would have been smarter to leverage it as another Quiet Place spinoff. That would have been pretty cool. But I think it looks pretty decent. It looks kind of low budgety, but they're saying it's going to go to theaters, so we'll see. Elevation, check out the trailer. Rosebush Pruning has added Caleb Turner and Kylie Keough to the cast. Alien Romulus is going to be hitting digital on October 15th. Bill Hader is working on a new HBO comedy series with his writer from his show Barry, so that gets me very excited. Hulu's Black Cake is not returning for a season 2. The anthology show Accused has added Mike Coulter, Soniqua Martin Green as special guest for the upcoming season. Very excited for season 2 of Accused. It's a really good anthology series. We have all your fall TV premiere dates. That's right, 120 plus shows with a printable calendar. That's right. So if you want them real neat of when things are coming and going, because it gets a little crowded and complicated at this point, I'm even having trouble remembering when things are dropping because there's so much everywhere on every damn streamer and network going on. So check out this article if you're interested. A new horror movie that is basically Back to the Future meets Scream called Time Cut is getting an October release date. Sylvester Stallone confirms that Tulsa King will be back for season 3 as season two's premiere broke records. I love it. I love Tulsa King, love Sylvester Stallone in this role, so very excited to get a season 3 for sure. Chucky is not coming back for season 4. So congratulations to Tulsa King, but sad for Chucky. I like this show, man. This was a very interesting, off the wall kind of show. Of course, Chucky, man, Child's Play. Chucky will not be returning for a 4th season. Creator Don Mancini shared in a statement, "I'm heartbroken over the news, but so grateful for the killer 3 years that we did have." They were really hoping for another season. There's still kind of hope that maybe somebody will pick it up to continue it on, but as of right now, Chucky has been canceled after its 3 seasons. Congratulations to Agatha All Along, which garnered over 9.3 million viewers on Disney Plus over its first 7 days of streaming. We have your official teaser for The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Book of Carol. The new series had just premiered this past weekend, but check out the trailer if you haven't seen it yet. Congrats to Jurassic World Rebirth. It's already finished filming, which is insane because I feel like they just started filming this thing like a month ago, but they're done. And the film will release in theaters July of 2025. Let's see here. Christina Hendricks joins Ellen Pompeo in a new Hulu limited series called Natalia. Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis, like I said, opened with 4 million domestically on a budget of 120 mil. It's one of the worst opening weekends ever for a big budget opening film. Pixar's new series Win or Lose will premiere on February 19th on Disney Plus. We have the new Red Band trailer for Rumors starring Kate Blanchett. This hits theaters October 18th. In some more sad news, Chris Christopherson passed away. That's right, the soulful country music superstar who wrote Me and Bobby McGee and helped me make it through the night. He performed with the Highwaymen. He did A Star Is Born. He, of course, was even Whistler in the Blade movies. Has just passed away at the age of 88. So, thoughts and prayers out to Chris Christopherson's family and friends. And keeping up with the sad news, unfortunately, there's been a lot of deaths in the last couple of days. John Ashton, of course, who we just saw in Beverly Hills Cop Axel F just a couple months ago. He's the captain, and he just passed away at the age of 76. So, again, very, very sad. Thoughts and prayers out. Moment of silence. All right. Scream 7, we got confirmation that the movie will be in theaters February 27th, 2026. So, yeah, a lot of people were speculating this thing was going to hit in 2025. Unfortunately, they couldn't get up and running in time. So, February 27th, 2026, Nev Campbell, of course, returning as Sydney. Hello, Sydney. And Kevin Williamson will direct the film. So, glad to have an official release date there. We also have the new trailer and poster for Juror number 2. This is Clint Eastwood's new film. We weren't even sure if this movie was going to release this year, but then they played at some of the festivals and did really well. So they're pushing it out in theaters on November 1st. Nicholas Hoult, Toni Collette, J.K. Simmons, Kiefer Sutherland. Great cast, really cool trailer, and an interesting premise, man. So check out the trailer for Juror number 2. We also have the trailer for Baby Girl. This is a new erotic thriller starring Nicole Kidman and Harris Dickinson. This hits theaters on Christmas Day, December 25th. This here, very old school erotic thriller. She is the high powered boss. He is the little intern that's cocky and tells her what to do, and it turns sexual. So, yeah, man, this got really good buzz too out of the film festival. So, check out the trailer for Baby Girl. James Gunn announced that there will be a new Robin film. That's right, called Dynamic Duo. It will center around Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, and the film will be a mix of animation, puppetry, and CGI. Very, very interesting. So, where will this land? I don't know, man. James Gunn just be pulling out these weird ass projects, dude. Focus on building your DCU before you go off into all this weird ass shit. Daniel Day-Lewis officially ending his retirement from acting as he is set to star in a new film called Anemone. This will be written and directed by his son, Ronan Day-Lewis. Of course he's coming out of retirement for his son. Why not? And some sad news again. John Amos, best known for his work in Good Times, Roots, and Coming to America, has sadly passed away. Man, very, very sad. It's too many passaways on this show, man. We usually get one a week, but this week has been rough. I always remember him from Coming to America, man. He's so great. So definitely rest in peace. Hacks season 4 is officially in production. We have the new trailer for Anna Kendrick's Woman of the Hour, which premieres on October 18th on Netflix. Looks so good, man. I'm really excited for this movie. Looks really, really good. An all new teaser trailer for Squid Game Season 2. This premieres December 26th on Netflix. We have the first trailer for No Good Deed premiering December 12th on Netflix. This one stars Ray Romano, Lisa Kudrow, Linda Cardinelli, Luke Wilson, and a whole bunch more. So check out the trailer for that. We have also have the new trailer for Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. This is the second trailer, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson, Bill Skarsgård, Emma Corrin, William Dafoe, and Nicholas Hoult. This hits theaters in Christmas. We have the new trailer for Amelia Perez. This one hits Netflix on November 13th, starring Zoe Saldana and Selena Gomez. Madeline Klein and KJ Appa are set to top line The Map That Leads to You, which will be a no romantic drama that's going to be set up over at Amazon MGM Studios. We have the trailer for American Horror Stories. That's right, not American Horror Story, American Horror Stories, which is the anthology one that returns with episodes with Henry Winkler, Michael Imperioli, Debbie Ryan, Victor Garber, and a whole bunch more when its 5-episode season releases for what's being billed as the Halloween event. That's right, so check out the new teaser trailer, and this comes out in October, 5 episodes. Apple TV Plus has released the trailer for Before, which is the upcoming series starring Billy Crystal. This looks really, really good. Again, Apple TV Plus, I'm telling y'all, this looks really, really good. Prime Video has officially picked up the spin-off of its action drama centered on Jack Reacher's former military colleague, with Maria Sten continuing her role from the 2 seasons of Reacher. That's right. So congratulations there. We heard this rumor a couple months ago, and they are going to move forward with that. So Alan Richson's Jack Reacher gets its own spin-off. MGM Plus renews Billy the Kid for a 3rd and final season. Congratulations to SNL, which hit a 4-year premiere high with its season 50 opener. Off campus, Prime Video orders a series based on Ellie Kennedy's books. The Killer's Game digital release has been set for October 4th, this Friday, so check out Killer's Game. It's awesome. We get your first look at Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown versus the robots in Electric State. Now, I'll tell you, this is the Russo brothers' new film, and I'm going to tell you, this comes out at some point in 2025. I've already seen this movie. It's crazy to me that I have seen this movie, and it still doesn't even come out till next year at some point. Uh, Interesting movie, man. Well, actually, you know what? I can't tell you. I'm under embargo. I can't tell you what I thought of it, but I've seen it, and yeah. So check out the first look of it, and it's an interesting first look. Despicable Me 4 is hitting Peacock on October 31st. Beetlejuice is hitting digital on October 8th. A new Anaconda movie has added Suicide Squad's Daniela Melanchoire to the cast. Speak No Evil hit premium VOD today. So worth it, man. Such a great show. Or movie, I should say. 911 is going to get a second spinoff. That's right. Ryan Murphy confirms, and I love it. I told you guys earlier I'm a sucker for these shows, and I love 911 and I love 911 Lone Star. 2 shows that just have my heart, man. I love them. But 911 Lone Star, this is its final season. It's ending. But 911 is still going strong, and Ryan Murphy's like, yo, time to do 911 in another city. He won't say what it is, but we're going to get another spinoff, and that gets me excited because I love to have some more. Let's do it. Why don't we have 911 Tucson? Let's do it, man. Why not 911 Phoenix? Give me something like that. And Ethan Hawke has got a new lead drama from the Reservation Dogs showrunner, and that's been ordered to series over on FX. The Buccaneers, Leighton Meester has joined season 2 of The Buccaneers. And The Beauty, that's right, comic book adaptation. Ryan Murphy, once again, this guy can't stop, won't stop, has been ordered over at FX, of course, his partner of choice, and of course, you'll see it on Hulu. The Beauty comic book adaptation with Evan Peters and Ashton Kutcher. And Anthony Ramos as well, all joining the cast. So really already stacking this thing. Supposedly, it's in a world where there's an STD that turns you beautiful, and then God knows what happens from there. I've never heard of this thing until this article came out, but it sounds pretty damn interesting. So they're putting together that. And on that note, that's the end of our show. So perfect timing right around that 30-minute mark. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on this ride for season 29, episode 5, Mastermind. So yeah, let's wrap it up, man. Here's some plugs. amiontheair.com is the official webpage. All the bookmarks are there. It's what you need. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Am I on the Air. Over on x.com/Am I on the Air. Follow us at Am I on the Air. Follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads. If that's your thing, go to Threads and search up those same handles. Make sure you leave us a review on anywhere you listen to podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, anywhere you listen, give us a 5-star review, a thumbs up, whatever you can do. It would really help us out. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're on everything. Just search Am I on the Air? Thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Follow on X at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and PopCulture_Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. And that'll do it for me here on October the 1st. I hope you all have an amazing week. This weekend, probably be checking out Joker 2, Folie à Deux. kind of getting mixed reviews, man. I've seen some people like it, and I've seen a lot of people hate it. So we'll see where I land on it. Love the first movie, but we'll see where this one takes us. And but we'll be back next week, same bad time, same bad channel. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Red Dragon!